Hello, my name is HAArguelles, and I'll be giving my informative speech today. Here is my audience. The speech that I'll be providing today is on how to care for a newborn. I did recently have a child about 5 weeks ago, which you just saw. His name is Braden, and as I am one that can give information on this, is care for a newborn. The basic care, or the lowdown, is going to be on changing a diaper and basic hygiene, the feeding and the feeding schedule, and the sleeping schedule. First of all, on how to change a diaper. I'm sure everybody knows, or they think they know, but what you're going to want to do is, the first step is to lay the child down on a secure surface. You don't want them rolling off or rolling onto the floor. The second step will be on when you're wiping the baby, whether it's a boy or a girl, you're going to want to wipe from front to back, because if you wipe from back to front, fecal matter can get into the private parts and cause infection. And when you're changing the baby's diaper, you're always going to want to use a baby powder or some type of Balmex to relieve diaper rash or to prevent diaper rash. You don't want to have diaper rash. Another thing for caring for a newborn is the basic hygiene. 3 things that I can tell you is, one is to comb the baby's hair. You always want to comb it either to the front or to the side, and that also helps prevent cradle cap. The second thing is on bathing the baby. You're either going to want to put him into a tub with lukewarm water, or if he's too young of age or his belly button still hasn't fallen off. In my case, it took about a month and a half for his belly button to come off. You will give the baby a sponge bath with washcloth and warm water. You don't need any soap. Warm water, you wash from the cleanest parts to the dirtiest parts. So you're going to want to go from the head and work your way down, basically. Another thing that you're going to need to do, which is very important, is to clean the baby's nose. Not only on the outside, but the inside as well. Because babies, they are not able to blow out or suck in for themselves. So if it was to get clogged, they can't breathe, because they don't breathe through their mouths, only through their nose. So you're going to want to suction his or her nose with a little squeegee that the hospital provides, or you can get from Babies R Us or any type of store, Walmart, Kmart, Walgreens even. You'll want to put saline drops first, which is just like a saline saltwater solution, and that loosens up the mucus, and then you can suction out the nose a lot easier, which the babies do not like it at all. I can assure you on that one. So that's pretty much it for the basic care. You're going to want to change the diaper, bathe, and take care of the hair and nose. The most important part of caring for a baby is feeding. You'll be feeding about every 2 to 3 hours in the first month, I'd say. My child is about 5 weeks now, and he's getting a little bit better, but in the beginning it is about every 2 to 3 hours. You'll feed for about 30 minutes. In my case, I breastfeed, so I go about 30 minutes. If you bottle feed, you will be spending quite less time. You spend about 10 minutes. That's why a lot of women prefer to bottle feed over breastfeeding. But breastfeeding has far more benefits in it that outweigh bottle feeding. While you're breastfeeding or bottle feeding, always remember to burp halfway in between and at the end. There's a couple different ways to burp. You can burp over the shoulder, you can burp over your knee, or you can burp while the child is sitting up and you hold their face, their jaw like this, so their head doesn't move side to side, because they're not able to control their head or their neck motions. Also, for after you feed, you'll want to put the child back to sleep. The child is always going to be, or the baby will always be, you need to put them in a secure place, either like a bassinet or a crib. Always remember to lay the baby on its back. From previous knowings or previous findings, everyone always thought you would want to lay the child on its side, because if they threw up, it would come right out, or to prevent sudden infant death syndrome, which is where the baby just stops breathing. But in matter of fact, in recent studies, it is to be laying on its back. It's the best and possible way. So that's pretty much it. I've given you pretty basic care of a newborn, which is changing of the baby's diaper, 3 basic hygiene routines, which is the hair, suctioning of the nose, and wiping down of the child. And the most important is the feeding schedules. Well, I hope if everybody doesn't have a baby, or whoever does or does not, this has helped you a little bit. Thank you very much, and I hope everyone here has a great day.